Into it. Karibu Sana, thank you for being here. It's Dear Mr. President. We're having a conversation around the safeguards of democracy. And, look, the people's will, very simply so. The people's will. And whether you feel as though it's coming against the people's will. But then, first of all, to establish what is that will? What do you want? What do you need? What do you require to be in a functioning society and to say, this is actually what we want? Now, this is how we're going to have this conversation. If you know what you want, then it is very easy to see if somebody is going against it.
Yep.
No? Yes?
Yeah, true.
All
true,
right.
True.
So, what do people want? And I find that, maybe that's why people get it confused or conflated, because you're saying, okay, well, I don't really know what you want. What do you want us to do?
Yep.
How do you want us to focus? So our Dear Mr. President conversation will involve you this morning. Thank you for your comments that are coming in on socials already. Kimiyak, we see you.
Yeah.
But then also that you will call in and let us know that what is it that the people of Kenya actually want. And it beyond now, what you do, what leadership does, is that within an organized state, this is what we studied, within an organized state, you take what you are able to do, that is skill, ability, and or plus talent, and you combine that with the desires of the majority, which are people, and then you deliver governance and leadership. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Now, if you have skill and talent and then you come and deliver the opposite of what people want, that is why you are called a bad leader, or that you are not following the elements and tenets of leadership. Right? Because the people's will has to play, especially if you tout to be operating within a democratic space.
Yes.
Because we can academize it and make it sound so philosophical, democracy and working with it. People's will, for the purposes of this conversation, we are talking about the will of the people, very clearly so. And that the will of the people must be brought in, tempered with proper leadership along the lines of whatever supreme law. It could be a constitution, it could be an ideology of governance, whatever the case may be, wherever you are, how you choose to deliver that. In Kenya, it is supposed to be democratic, that the people's will is what will lead the day. So then you delegate your responsibility, or you delegate your power or your sovereignty to these elected leaders. So they should actually be doing what you want. Now, in order for that to happen, first of all, you must know what you want. So what do you want?
I think that's the most important piece of Dear Mr. President, because then it is you who gets to tell the president what you really want, not them telling you what they would do for you.
Yes.
Because they would only do for you that which you've told them that you want.
Precisely.
Because if I want to eat chapati today, I will tell you I want to eat chapati.
Then if you bring me omena,
I asked for chapati, not
or I can tell
omena.
you to go away.
Go away.
Yeah.
I want my chapati.
Yes.
You get what I mean? So this is an opportunity then for us to have a conversation on what we as Kenyans want.
What do you want?
Then from there, we're able to determine whether individuals who are there have the temerity and the capability of giving us what we want. Are they able to do what we want? Because they say they've been here long enough. We've been seeing them in these spaces. Then, from us deciding what we want, for us setting the standard of achieving what it is we want, we are able to equally determine whether individuals that will be coming in our spaces have the capability, have the power within them to give us what we want.
Okay, so that's where we're starting the conversation from, because then it's very difficult for you to, or rather, it's maybe unfair.
Yeah.
It's maybe unfair to judge someone on what they were able to deliver if you're not able to say in the beginning, this is what. I mean, I know what the Constitution says, okay? It talks about the right to life, especially in the Bill of Rights. It talks about the right to education, talks about the right to healthcare. It talks about the right to many things across board, free trial, etc., equity and equality across board, whether it talks about the justice system, all of these things. Before then, it now goes into the detail about how these things are going to be done.
Yes.
If you read the Constitution of Kenya, you'll then be able to see that it actually follows a pattern.
Yes.
It talks about there are some things that are guaranteed.
Yes.
Without thinking about it. Then from that guarantee, it goes into how these things will be practiced.
Yes.
That's the method that this particular constitution takes. Now, if you are not sure, somebody can bring you, like when you go to a restaurant to have a meal, and say, okay, what do I want? They give you the menu.
Especially it comes in les plats en choses in French.
They give you the menu. Then you can say, do you feel like fish today? You feel like beef? You feel like chicken? Whatever it is.
What kind of fish?
Exactly.
Proceeds further.
The thing is, though, that the menu gives you options of what is
available.
Okay. It cannot give you what they do not serve. So if you are in the restaurant and you have a desire for something that they do not have, guess what? They cannot manufacture it along the way to your satisfaction.
True.
Because it's not on the menu.
They don't offer it.
So what do? You stand up and
you leave.
You go to another restaurant,
not just another,
where
to
they
the restaurant
are
where
offering what you want.
Yes. So, if my restaurant serves omena, but Ndu wants sardines,
we are not going to
in my
restaurant.
In my restaurant where there is omena, Ndu will not be there. She will move to where there are sardines or mackerel. Capish?
Now,
yes.
What do you want? What do you want? Let me help you.
What do you want?
I want a situation whereby you see that Bill of Rights, where those things are provided, where every child under 18 is able to go to school in a government-supported system where the bills are paid, whereby they can be sure that quality education is delivered to them at a price that does not have to come out. So it is guaranteed, just like the Bill of Rights guarantees it. I want a situation whereby anybody who suffers any kind of ailment, as promised, you see, remember we talked about the Bill of Rights and then how it is now delivered, whereby it is promised that we will now set up institutions that take care of the delivery of these rights, whereby you can walk into a hospital where you suffer any kind of ailment, and because of the buffer system that has been put in place and followed, that you don't have to spend another extra coin from your pocket because you've paid for it. Those are just two things, because I could list them forever.
I want a country where I am guaranteed that if I leave my house today, I am able to go back same way I left. Right. I want a country where for development to get to me, I don't have to beg anyone because it is not a favor that anyone is giving me. That I would not be in a county where, because there is no guarantee of security, individuals will have to go through panya routes that are not paved because someone slept on the job. I want a country where justice is my shield and defender. That when someone makes a mistake somewhere, they are picked up and prosecuted according to the law. Where when someone else does the same thing, he is equally picked up and prosecuted according to the rule of law. I want a country where people can sit, disagree, and agree that in life you can disagree with someone and that is okay. You don't have to agree on everything.
Let's hear from you this morning, 0732 142 650 or 0732 142 653. You can't talk about democracy not being safeguarded if you don't know what it is that you, the people, want. Let's hear from you this morning. That's disappeared. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm Onyango from Bondo.
Yes, Onyango. Good morning. What is it that you want?
In my life, and I think everybody else, if we address the president, what we want is security. We really want to be secure when we go to work.
Go ahead.
When we go to work, when we come back, we would actually be safe and would not use panya route the way I saw Linda Wanainchi using very dusty and bumpy routes because the roads had been blocked for them. What we want is a good education for our children. These are the future leaders of this country. They are the future leaders And if you don't give them proper education, the country will actually collapse. 230 and beyond vision will not actually succeed. What we want is truthful government, because we cannot say that we are fighting to get beyond 2030 when we have not given people a complete audit of what we achieved since the 2000 vision was developed.
Yeah.
And up to now, we have only 3 years to go to complete the 2030. No audit has been given to the public to read. So that is not actually helping anybody anywhere. Now, again, what we want is to stop corruption. Corruption is destroying our economy. Our children are suffering. That is why we can see them being used as goons to block roads for rallies which we have in the country. What we want are rallies allowed to do their peaceful, politicians across the board are allowed to do their peaceful rallies without being stopped by goons organized by the government.
Okay.
We are very sure that what happened yesterday was done by the government regarding Gachagua. It was done by the government to Sifuna. And the other day in Kisumu, the OCS killed a certain young man in Moroni, and in broad daylight. This man is still walking free, and the family and his children and wives are crying. We want a government which can listen to people.
All
If
right.
Mukureni MP Gachagua was actually arrested, why can they also arrest Kaluma for the same offense he has committed? Otherwise, we are feeling very bad. But now what I'm satisfied with is, Mr. President, is that the leader Wananchi tested the water in Homa Bay. And I can tell you for a fact that Linda Wananchi has actually opened the eyes of people of Homa Bay, and they will actually not be shy even if they are intimidated. The other thing which I want to say finally is that even if the president, actually, Mr. President, if you are hearing, if you exclude other stations like KTN from covering your launching of Vision 2060, that one will not stop us from listening to other print medias and electronic medias. And again, the KTN will still give us the information we want, and we are getting it actually live. You stop them from doing that live, but we are now getting it and telling you that that is not fair in running a country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Onyango, calling us from Bondo this morning. We're taking more of your calls. Let's hear from you. If we're talking about the fact that democracy might be under threat, let's find out what it is that the people want. Hello, good morning. Karanja, how are you?
I'm very fine, Duoko. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Yes, how is Dennis there?
Salama sana, shukuru Karaja.
You the Karaja from the Wacha.
Yes. How are you? How are things?
In the Wacha, there was a rain in the night.
It rained?
The whole night.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we are fine.
Now tell us, Karaja, what do you want? Do you know what, the people know what they want?
Yes, the people, yes. First of all, you have asked a very fundamental question about whether we are in democracy. Is our democracy in threat? That is absolutely right. Given the fact that nowadays, you cannot talk in the streets about how you want the government to do, because you don't know who is next to you. You can be taken somewhere. Now, what the people want in Kenya is about, I said the other day, is let us have democracy. Each and every person should be able to talk, whether good or bad of the government. Because I don't know how the people from mountain get this view that you need to be in government so that you can have development. I think it is wrong. What is right is that you need to have development, whether in government or not in government. Number two, what the people need is free, good education. I said the last time that if we have good schools, good education and finance, do tertiary, do machinani hapa to the university, that is good. Number two, are you with me?
I'm here. We're listening to you, Karanja.
Yes. Number two is a very good health cover for each and every person. It is not for other person. You know, people who are MP or the senator or the governor, they don't use the hospital that we use. When they are sick, they go abroad. If I'm sick, I go to the nearest dispensary here.
Yeah.
So, yes, so they don't see the effect of the shower or whatever they see.
So, Karanja, people want basics. People want basics, Karanja.
Yes, people want basic needs. The way we say that a child is have a right to education, to school, to clothing, to food, security. That's what we want in our Kenya. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, Karanja. Thank you very much for your call this morning. All right, we're hearing from more of you this morning. Tell us what it is that you want. If we're going to talk about democracy under threat, and democracy being the will of the people or the rule of the people, what is it that people want? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
From Kisii, Magena.
Okay. Please tell us what your thoughts are. What do Kenyans want at the moment in terms of leadership, governance? What is it that people are looking for?
Kenyans need uhuru ya kutafuta kura vizuri. Sio kupigapigwa ovyo. They have rights, watafute kura wenyewe. Polisi wachunge hawa vizuri.
Okay. People, okay. Asante sana. That is what people want. Thank you so much.
People should have freedom,
security,
kunyanyaswa,
free will.
Worker police, they beat them when they are on the way to campaign.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much for your call.
Sana.
We're taking a couple more this morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Bramwell.
Yes. Please turn down the volume on your radio first of all so we can get you clearly.
Bramwell.
Yes, please turn down the volume on your radio.
I want to say...
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing? Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Ongai Wanjogi.
Yes.
I'll be contesting for Member of Parliament in Embakasi East.
Okay.
So my point is very simple. As much as we're seeing so much development going around, then looting going on under, that creates a very great imbalance that you cannot tell people that development is going on and yet they are feeling the pinch of your theft.
So what do Kenyans want? Do you have an understanding of what Kenyans want? You said you're running for Member of Parliament in Embakasi East, right?
Yes.
What do you think that people want? Because they might then delegate their sovereignty to you.
Yes. What they want is a constitutional promise. We need constitutional leadership, whereby the constitutional promise is well kept and well elaborated in the Constitution. If you do as the Constitution calls us to do, we will all achieve wholesomely what the Constitution promises: good health, access to education, access to good infrastructure, corruption, fighting corruption within the law, health. Everything is a constitutional promise, and the promise is just hidden within following what the Constitution asks us to do. But the will of implementing what the Constitution calls us to do is what is failing. But if we all go by the Constitution, formulate the law within the Constitution, like right now, the Constitution has protected people from overtaxation. But the members of Parliament, as they are, they go ahead and formulate laws in Parliament that clamps us down, and they make us go ahead and suffer.
Okay, so people want constitutional leadership. Okay, well, thank you very much for your call this morning. We'd like to take some others to hear from Kenyans what it actually is that they want. Asante sana for calling in this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, Ndu and Dennis.
Good morning, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
This is Omar from Kwale, Kinango.
Yes, Omar, talk to us.
There are two issues here: developing the countryman and developing the country.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to start with the first. Develop the countryman first.
Mm-hmm.
Then that countryman will work hard with money in his pocket, will contribute in the development of the country. But skyscrapers with an empty stomach, we are not doing any development.
Mm.
Yeah, if my pockets are empty and I have an 8-lane road, I will not use that 8-lane road. I will walk.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to go back to the basics, and we got it right from the start. He who goes to the helm of the country just amasses wealth for themselves and their families. But we ought to do the other way around. We develop the countryman will develop his country. Thank you.
There you go, Omar. Thank you very much. That's what people want. Develop the countryman. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please tell us your name and where you're calling in from.
I am Charles Obure. I'm calling from Siaya.
Yes, Charles, what are your thoughts? What do Kenyans want before we talk about it being under threat?
I think what Kenya needs is to be enlightened. Our politicians are really talking nice to us. If you can remember election in Ilipita, they had very many goodies. Mr. Ruto had so many things and we were enticed and all of us went and voted. Sahi tena tunadanganywa na tunadanganyika. What Kenya needs first, watu warevuke. Somebody who can just enlighten Kenyans wakuwe wise. So that even if somebody comes with handouts or anything, it doesn't change our decision on the right people to vote for.
Okay.
So sahi the two regimes tunaona ni kama the opposition ndio wazuri. Na opposition ni wale doing nothing. Na sahi sana tunaona wao ndio wazuri, Ruto ndio mbaya. They'll come in there, then they'll start giving us excuses again that Ruto alisharibu nchi, alisharibu sasa ni ngumu, imepelekwa hivi, imefanywa just the way the UDA government was saying when Kenyatta went away. That the same thing is going to happen. Wakishafika huko ndani, I was following in the morning, somebody saying you asked the minister what are you going to do different? Is it really hard mukisha ingia kwa ofisi? Is it really hard like somebody was supporting? Even though watasema watafika huko waanze kusema gai gharama ishaenda juu, lazima we do what. So it's excuses there here and there. So Kenyans ndio wakuwe werevu. Let us choose leaders, tuache kuchoose politicians.
Okay.
So enlighten us, enlighten Kenyans. Let me use this wrong word. Bado tunakaa wajinga, naive. Being played toast left, right and center. Kenyans need to wake up. Let me stop there. Asanteni sana.
It's a good way. Thank you very much for your call this morning. And it's not just an opinion. For many people, it would be a belief. Asante sana. All right, we're going to hear from a couple more before we go to a break. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please tell us your name and where you're calling in from.
Naitwa Stephen from Kisumu.
Yes, Stephen.
Kisumu County.
All right, Stephen, what are your thoughts this morning? What do you think Kenyans want that they would essentially vote for?
Kusema ukweli, mimi sina imani na the way serikali ina behave. Sababu I was in Homa Bay yesterday.
Yes.
Na in fact I was in Homa Bay 3 days, in 3 good days. Mimi nauza mitumba.
Yes.
Yeah, watu prominent kabisa serikali inatumia supply yenye inafunga barabara jana Sunday asubuhi. So mimi ningependelea ile Kenya yenye mtu uko free, unaweza tembea ufanye kazi yako kwa amani. Usipigwe, na kama ni kupigwa, wale pia wenye wanafanya the same thing pia wapate the same share. Mimi na condemn kabisa ile kitendo yenye linda wananchi wale watu wa Homa Bay walifanyia timu ya Sifuna, na ilikuwa ni support kutoka kwa serikali, na very prominent person from that Homa Bay, sitamtaja. Gari yake ndio ilikuwa inatumika kusomba mawe kifunga hizo barabara.
What do you know?
So kufanya vizuri. Kenya inafaa tu tuwe na amani, mtu awe na freedom ya kufanya campaign yake penye anapenda, asikizwe, then ballot ndio itadecide kama anafanya kitu kizuri ama kibaya. Lakini kupiga na kuchoma gari za watu, hiyo ni tabia ya ukitambo sana.
Kabisa. Indeed.
Thank you.
And all these words must go out. Thank you very much for your call this morning, Asante Sana. All right, what we're going to do now is that we're going to take a quick break and see more of your calls coming in as we come back from this. Dear Mr. President, is democracy under threat? That's the question that we're asking this morning. And in order to do that, this is what people are saying that they actually want. And it could be Dear Mr. President of the day. It could be the Dear Mr. President that's coming in tomorrow.
Yep.
Or next year, whatever the case may be. This is actually what people want. We'll continue with this when we come back from this break. Don't go away.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day. Traffic.
All right, let's see. Has that improved? Actually, it has. Not much for traffic this morning, but folks are getting where they need to go without too much of an issue. Just into the CBDs where most folks are going this morning, and I think we'll be okay after a short beat. The little bit of traffic that's left on that Pangani area as you come towards the underpass is what we're having to deal with now. But then the CBD is where most of the action is happening this morning. All right, so we're coming off of Mombasa Road, heading out towards the Nyayo Stadium roundabout, and there'll be some traffic there. It's going to take us through towards the city slowly, but you'll get there eventually, so no thing. Coming off of Limuru Road, coming in past the village market, there is some traffic here, but again, it's not going to last for too long, so wits about, folks. Talk to us through the day. Let's keep things moving. SpiceFM KE on X, hashtag the Situation Room.
Mature, intelligent talk every morning. Spice up yourself. Done right. 94.4 Spice FM, Nairobi.
All right, that number is 0732142650 or 0732142653. We're hearing from you this morning. In order for us to say whether democracy is under threat, it's possible then that we must then be able to say what it is that we want. People's will, people's government, people's governance. Where is it coming from? We're taking your calls this morning. Let us know what it is that you think. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Do.
Good morning. Please tell us your name, where you're calling from, sir.
You're speaking to Odawa. I'm calling from Eldoret.
Yes, Odawa. Talk to us.
Okay. We have a country, and many times we are looking at structures that are shambolic, and we wonder, do we really have someone who really meant to run a country? Like, in these other countries, we see a culture that was put in place from the bare minimum, like kids are trained from the beginning. Like, let's say people like South Korea or Korea, you see them go to a stadium where they occupy. They make sure that before they leave that place clean. Those are structures and cultures. So, what this country needs is a benevolent leader. A leader who's ready to say, like, I'd rather die, but do the right thing.
Yeah.
I need perfect structures to do things in a specific structure. Like, there's no way we have a president who's willing to do something, but there are very many other structures that derail him from doing what is needed. You want to give people a better education, but there are people who want to fund a certain structure way on how, so that free education is not possible because they benefit from it.
Okay.
But we need a president who will, come rain, come sunshine, he will enforce these things to be for the betterment of the human structure or the citizens. If he wants free education, if he wants better health, he needs to put his neck on the line for that to happen. That's why we need a benevolent leader, not just a leader who will be swayed left, right, and center. Oh, today he wants free education, but he can't initiate that because there are people who control him. We want peace in the country, and there are people who want to pick pangas and things and do. We need a structure whereby if someone is guilty, this person goes to court and is charged for what he did, even if he's the previous president. Those are the structures we need as Kenyans. And these stories that we keep on talking about, oh, dear Mr. President, all day, all years, come rain, come sunshine, we will speak about them until we get a leader who's willing to die for the people, for the betterment of citizens and any other human.
So that's why it's necessary to keep talking about it, indeed. Oda, thank you very much for your call this morning. Let's hear from some other folks this morning. Thank you for calling in. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Shono Kimani.
Yes.
I'm calling from Nakuru.
Yes.
I only think that our country is not going the right direction.
Okay.
Because whenever one is not in support of the ruling party or ruling government, or in support of the government, one is termed as a tribalist.
Okay.
So this one tribe, I think, in my own opinion, it is being misused in a way, because we all, at the end of the day, we all come from a certain tribe.
Yes.
So when one is not in support of the government, or maybe one is in the opposition, one is termed as a tribalist. So in the real sense, what does word tribe mean? I mean, what does it mean to us or to the common person down there in the rural areas? What does tribe mean? According to me, this word is sort of being misused, and I think from the top, from the president, from the leaders, from the ministers, those who are in support of the government, they are all talking about tribe. And then there's the other issue of the counties, the governors, the people who are in charge of the counties. They behave as they are small gods in a way, but they sort of are like ring tanks for the common person. They sort of they are. It's as if they are thinking on behalf of the people. Because when chaos elapsed, as it did Homa Bay or in other areas that has been, we have had this eruption of chaos about goons. They are in support. They are in denial that there's no chaos. There's peace in their country, of which your people or the press is reporting that we have chaos in certain areas where the opposition is holding their rallies. So it is, I think we should do away with these counties, according to myself.
Is that going to solve the problem of democracy being under threat? Do away with the counties? Does this then answer the question of what Kenyans want?
Yeah, the Kenyans want peace, actually. The Kenyans want peace.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we want peace. We don't want to hear everyone now and then that there are chaos, especially where opposition are holding their rallies.
Okay. All right.
So I think, to my own opinion, this goonism should end. The government is able to end this once and for all.
Okay.
The country goes on. We don't want to hear about this chaos every day. We want to hear peace. We want to hear people preaching peace.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your call this morning. We'd love to take some other calls from folks this morning, but thank you for calling in.
Thank you for that.
Asante. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Yes, morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you? Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Mukuna. I'm calling from Nairobi.
Yes. What are your thoughts? What do Kenyans want?
I think what we need is purely the economic emancipation.
Okay.
Yeah. Because once that is done, then people won't have time to go and create chaos, fight, kill each other. That's my view.
All right, it's a good one.
When I'm saying when it comes to leadership, the truth is that leadership is a reflection of society. So if we are hello,
yes, we can hear you.
I'm saying if we are ethnic in outlook, if all Kenyans vote on ethnic line, then every national discourse is driven by ethnic, love or hatred. And this has happened since independence.
Okay.
So to change ourselves as the voters, like the president, the office is holding now, he was voted in by over 50% of Kenyans. And then if he wins again, or if he loses, it's the majority of the Kenyans who would have decided to do that.
Okay.
So it's the man on the streets, the voter, who has to change his or her attitude.
All right.
So you cannot elect somebody today, and then maybe after 1 year you say he's bad, he's terrible, he's this. But if we focus on, you enlighten the people, and then after that, you put in structures that will stir economic development, like roads, infrastructure, whatever the president is doing now. These are public goods. When he instructs SGR to Western or instructs that LAPSET project at the coast, these are public goods in economic terms.
All right.
So the infrastructure that is being put in place is the one that will enable the private sector now to set up businesses and create jobs. But you cannot just sit in your house and start saying, this government is this government is terrible because I don't have a job.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's the government job, enabling environment for jobs to be created. The government cannot employ everybody in Kenya. So, there was a time, I think it was 1990s, when somebody called, I think it was the U.S. President, Bill Clinton. He came up with the idea that, he just said one word, is the economy stupid? That's why he defeated George Bush Sr. So assume that, we are a poor country, resources are limited and whatever, corruption is there, like this Japanese professor told us. But the thing is, if the basic infrastructure is there, then the private sector should create jobs. On top of that, even as people who are not in formal employment, people are selling things on the road, people are selling the tumbas, people are in their farms. So jobs are there. Of course, there's an element of underemployment, but I don't think it's right for anybody to say that when it comes to employment, it's the government to blame.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Yes, I mean...
And then there's also another thing which people don't understand.
Okay, quickly, so we can take some calls from others as well.
We have. Okay, what I wanted to say...
Go ahead, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a basic principle that people normally ignore, that Kenya is not an egalitarian society. Equality can never be achieved in a capitalist system. There are people who are at the top with the capital, and people at the bottom who are workers. So having opted to go the capitalist way, there'll always have billionaires on top, the middle class, and the lower people.
Okay.
And this system is the one that has won the day in the New World Order. So that communism, socialism, Marxism, and those theories now are, people have forgotten about, or they have been discarded. So as long as we are in the current situation, there'll always be people who are at the top, people at the bottom, and then this gives credence to the Kibaki's theory of the idea of a trickle-down effect.
I hear you.
But not all of us can be equal in the society as it is now in the world.
Yeah.
But do you agree that there's some basics that people should have? And I guess that's where we're going with this. Are there some basics that should be then available to people?
The basics are the government must provide the infrastructure to enable private enterprise.
All right.
The government must provide security to enable this private enterprise thrive and to create jobs.
Okay.
Kenyan youth must also be enterprising so that they just don't sit there in social media, insulting people and doing whatever. The best thing is wake up, do any job that comes your way as you wait for the right job that you think you are suited for.
Thank you very much for your call this morning. So what we can do now is take some calls from some others. Asante sana for sharing this morning. All right, let's take a couple more. Hello, good morning.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Marco War.
Yes,
I'm
Mark.
calling you from Kisumu.
All right, Mark. Go ahead and tell us what you think Kenyans want.
What we want, I will be vying for Kisumu Central Member of Parliament. What Kenya wants actually is liberty, security. We also need dignity. You get it? So liberty, security, dignity, and opportunity. That's all Kenyans need. These are some of the things that we fought. I mean, we are told that our forefathers fought for when the colonialists took over. So this is actually what we need. And I also must congratulate the press. You people are informing us, you're educating us, and even exposing the vices that is happening across the country.
Indeed.
We must stick with people like Orengo, Babu, and Sifuna. Yeah, I think that is it. So let's stick together, let's love each other, but let's remember the 4 things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your call this morning. All right, they're coming in heavy this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Sunny from Kisumu.
Yes, Sunny, what are your thoughts this morning? What do Kenyans want?
My friend.
Yes, friend.
Kuna watu wamezaliwa jana, hawezi elewa historia ya nchi hii. Hii nchi kulikuwa na watu waliitwa Kano Youth. Wameterrorize watu, wakanyanyasa watu, wakaenda. Sasa wamebadilisha majina, wanajiita goons. Sasa ile kitu iko kwamba kifaranga ikizaliwa na kuku inaitwa kifaranga. Ikianza kuwika wanaitwa jogoo. Sasa the leaders wenye walikuwa katika nchi hii waliokuwa vifaranga wakati ule kulikuwa na Kanu Youth wakitumia rungu. Sasa hiyo wameshakuwa jogoo, wameanza kuwika. Sasa hiyo wanakuwa ndio viongozi, hao ndio wanabadilisha majina za wale youth wale Kanu Youth wanaitwa sasa hii goons. Nchi yetu iko katika hali ya hatari. Unless tutoe hii history hii yenye ilikuanga hii, kwa sababu walituambia Kanu will lead for 100 years. Sasa hii 100 years ndio hii bado tunaendelea nayo. Sasa inaenda ikibadilika. Mara hii ni youth, sai ni goons wako na panga na bunduki. Kesho watakuwa na bomu. Kesho watakuwa na bomu, watamaliza hii nchi yetu itaisha.
Definitely.
Ile kitu iko tunafaa wale watu tulikuwako mbele tangu Moi aanze kukua katika serikali. Tumeenda katika hizi serikali tunazielewa. Tunafaa tujue kwamba tutabadilika namna gani, kwa sababu wale viongozi waliokuwa wadogo wakati huo sasa ndio wanatutawala sasa hii. Na tabia zenye walikuwa nazo wakiwa wadogo sasa ndio zimekomaa zaidi.
We'll see.
Nchi yetu inaumia.
Tumesikia, asante sana. Let's take some other... Yeah, I hear you. We'll take some other calls this morning.
Lazima to understand history before tunajua mbele tunaenda wapi.
Sawa. Lakini pia ni muhimu kujua mnataka nini saa hii.
Sasa Nigeria kitu nataka ni kwamba tuwezi sasa tuliambiwa tutaongozwa miaka 100. Hii miaka 100 hatujafika hata 50. Sasa wanajaribu kudefend status quo. Hiyo miaka 100.
Asante sana. Thank you very much for your call this morning. We'll take a couple more as we're getting to the top of the hour this morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from County.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Gachagua County.
Okay. Yes. What's your name, sir?
Sylvester Muteshi.
Or maybe we can see if we can get a clearer line on that. Just try and call us back. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Ndu and Aseto.
Morning.
Good
How are you?
morning.
Me, I'm good. I'm Karajawa from Nakuru.
Yes, Karaja.
And I take this opportunity first to congratulate you both for your analytical skills when it comes to this situation program.
Congratulations.
Then I come to your question. What do Kenyans want? Number one, Kenyans want to be led with integrity. Number two, Kenyans want their democratic space respected by our leaders. Number three, Kenyans want their constitutional rights and entitlements respected and granted without any excuses. And we also want our strength from our different ethnic groups cultivated, and we cultivate Kenyaism, not tribalism. We also want, as Kenyans, independent commissions allowed to work without interference so that they can give proper service to the wananchi. And finally, we don't want this. Kenyans, we don't want to be led with the George Owens script of Animal Farm.
Animal Farm. Okay.
Because that is what is happening in Kenya right now.
Asante sana for making those thoughts very bare. Thank you very much for calling in this morning. And we're going to take a couple more calls from others this morning. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Good morning. Please tell us your name, where you're calling from.
My name is Rosalind Kibunja.
Yes, Rosalind.
And I want to tell Mr. President, dear Mr. President, the Kenya we want is actually very simple. We want a Kenya where hard work can put food on the table, where our young people can find opportunities without knowing someone, where doing business is possible without being crushed by the cost of living and the taxes. I want when I pay my taxes, I know they're going to work for me. Where doing business is possible without being crushed by the cost of living and the taxes. Where also our hospitals and schools provide education and healthcare for our parents and even for ourselves. And the public money simply works for the people. We don't want miracles, Mr. President. We want accountability, fairness, and a government that listens. We love this country. We want to build it and work in it, raise our children in it, and be proud of it. That is what we want, and that is the bare minimum that we expect from Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rose Kibunja, for that. Asante sana. It doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling in this morning. A couple more calls, even as we get to the top of it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, too.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
Well, okay. Sir would be Dennis, but all right. Yeah. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Bungoma.
Yes.
I'm calling from Bungoma. I'm Wasike.
Yes, Wasike. What are your thoughts? What do Kenyans want?
We were tired of economic. We are just poor. We are getting poorer as time goes on. Our pockets are empty. We cannot move on. Heavy taxation. So I just want to tell the president, kindly, what is happening? Why are you overtaxing us? We are tired. Our pockets are empty. We have nothing. We cannot move on. I can't pay rent. Where? I'm just in my house watching TV. And the landlord is always on my neck.
Yeah.
I don't know what to pay next month on 1st or 2nd. The landlord is coming. What am I going to pay?
Yeah.
That's a problem. We are suffering. We are not campaigning for the Linda Mwananchi, but we are tired. We are just find ourselves campaigning for them because they're telling us the truth.
And that's what Kenyans want.
We want it. Our pockets are empty. I don't care who's gonna. What are you gonna do? We are tired. In Bungoma, we are tired. Our company, our factory is broken down. I used to work there as a cashier. Now I can't go there because the new investors have come with new employees. I'm just home. I don't know what to do.
I hear you. Wasike, that's a call for a lot of people, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much for sharing those thoughts with us this morning.
God bless you.
God bless you too. All right. Well, look, this is the cry. This is what people want. And so if these things are happening or these calls are coming in the absence of an answer, then I guess it's very clear what the answer to that question is, whether we ask whether democracy is under threat. The answer is obviously yes. This is what we have time for this morning.
Yep.
And that is good that you're letting this conversation take root. It was interesting because Professor Kaganja told us early in the morning that, you can have a conversation and be rotating around all of these things that people are talking about.
Yeah.
But if you don't corral the conversation towards the things that need to happen in a country whereby people are looking for certain things to happen in a certain way, then we might as well be doing the same thing and wasting time.
Yeah, I think Kenyans have the power. Conversations must be yours. And for you to determine the future.
Absolutely.
So have these conversations in your own small communities, in your own houses. Talk to your children on the importance of democracy so that when they grow up, we see individuals who know exactly what the Constitution and democracy is.
That's it for the Situation Room this Monday, the 17th of August. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Room, the only way to start your day.